See how this young man born after 2000 earned 660 yuan in 17 hours while traveling in Nanjing. He did this in 2020. It was his first daily wage job and he didn't sleep all night. Today's main task was to come to a closed-down grocery store in Xiqing district to clear out the inventory and pull out the wires. Collecting scrap materials. He negotiated with the owner in advance. The price was 150 yuan for 3 to 4 hours. He arrived at 1:30 p.m. He also called an electrician for the owner. Meanwhile, a small incident happened. The owner asked him to help check if there were any stalls for rent. He searched the map and found a rental place nearby. The rent was 150 yuan, but the deposit was surprisingly 500 yuan. He asked about it. This made the stall owner so anxious he was jumping around. Afternoon arrived. The owner bought his own display rack. It only cost 120 yuan, then the electrician came. First, he laid out the wires. They didn't start working until after 2 p.m. The owner was in the equipment recycling business. This store had gone out of business. The owner had taken over the place. He had already cleared out all the previous items. He had already gone through it several times. Today's main job was to assist him in pulling out the wires. Both visible and hidden ones. On the walls. All of them from the ceilings were pulled down. The owner was searching inside the roof. He removed the switches on the wall one by one to expose the wires. He had some free time. He wandered around. He stepped on an unwanted skateboard. Looking around. Having some fun with the forgotten items. A newly modified water gun sprayed indiscriminately. Red bills were all over the desk. He was overjoyed at first sight. Then quickly became frustrated. A freely extendable magic staff. He almost thought it was so valuable. It turned out to be the first time he saw a plastic fake green water ghost watch. It was packaged so well. Layer by layer. He got excited for nothing. A few decorative items for the desk. He quite liked them. Brand new iPhone and iPad boxes in the cabinet. He picked them up, opened them, and then threw them away. On the wall was a promotion, smash golden eggs to win Apple products. Still reflecting on the store's glorious past. Let's draw a small prize for everyone. He took out some money and opened it. Oh dear. He worked until 6 or 7 in the evening. He worked overtime for a while. The owner treated him to dinner at a noodle restaurant nearby. He finished a small portion of noodles. They went out through the back door of the noodle restaurant. Wow, several luxury cars were parked blocking the back door. Several luxury cars worth millions. There was also a mechanic fixing a car's rear end. He wondered if they had stuffed instant noodles in there. Then the boss talked to him about overtime work. He said they might work as late as 4 or 5 a.m. Normally it wouldn't be so late. So he asked the boss for another 400 yuan. Because he had received 100 yuan as a deposit in advance. This was the wage the boss paid the electrician. He wondered when he would get his 400 yuan, and he also bought a screwdriver outside. All this money had already been paid out. The electrician worked for about half an hour. The boss charged 150 yuan but gave him 120 yuan for the evening work. He had already earned 530 yuan. During the day, he worked in the office. At night, he worked in the workshop. The switches and sockets were all at the top, so he had to climb up. He went up and down to remove the switches. He removed the switches. The boss went into the ceiling and pulled out all the thick and thin wires. Threw them down. He gathered them together. At 1 a.m., he got hungry. The boss treated him. They had northeastern barbecue. They had a couple of small beers. The meal took half an hour. After eating, only the main workers were left to go back. Snowflakes were falling from the sky. At 2 a.m. in the morning. I wonder if you're still at a barbecue or heading home in an elevator at 2 a.m. The daytime work felt quite relaxed. But at night he felt a bit tired. They kept working until 6 a.m. The sky was slightly gray. They were supposed to pack dozens of rolls of film, but couldn't find a buyer. They'll have to wait for next time. The boss called a moving service. They took the scrap metal, fire extinguishers, and motorcycle parts. They also took some scrap materials. This job was finished. It ended exactly at 7 a.m. On the way back, he got the boss to add another 130 yuan. For this 17-hour job, he earned 660 yuan. He was just a little short of 700 yuan. He carpooled to Sanjia, took the subway back, and showed everyone what he brought, a shiny rack. A draining rack worth several digits. A bag of household appliances from a 24-year lottery that nobody wanted. The leftover takoyaki maker. A broken telephone that can't make calls. A completely useless suitcase. His earnings didn't quite meet expectations. But with these scraps in hand, he felt quite satisfied. If this gets over 10,000 likes, he'll give all these items to the fans watching.